What happens when the king of the Klondike considers stepping away from the gold rush? Tony Beets, the larger-than-life gold miner and star of Gold Rush, has spent decades building a Yukon empire, turning dirt into millions. Famous for his bold decisions, fiery personality, and unfiltered language, Tony's latest move has left his family in tears. And it's not what you'd expect. If you're a fan of Gold Rush or captivated by tales of grit and legacy, stick with us as we reveal Tony Beets' staggering fortune, his emotional impact, and the decision that's redefining his legendary career. Behind the hard hat and gruff exterior, Tony Beets is a man who's built more than just a fortune. He's created a legacy as rugged and complex as the Klondike itself. Have you ever wondered what it takes to go from having nothing to owning millions in gold claims? Tony's journey began as a young man from the Netherlands, chasing opportunity in Canada. Success didn't come by chance. It was the result of backbreaking work, daring risks, and an indomitable Viking spirit. From taming massive dredges to battling harsh Yukon winters, Tony proved that fortune favors the bold. But here's where his story takes an emotional turn. A fortune isn't just measured in gold. It's also a burden that shapes the lives of those around you. Tony's success lifted his family, but also placed them under the immense pressure of living up to his legacy. His wife, Minnie, has been his unwavering partner, while their children, Monica, Kevin, and Mike, work to carve their own paths, sometimes in his shadow and sometimes beyond it. This is where the heart of Tony's story lies. What happens when a fortune grows larger than the man who built it? Is it a blessing, or does it come with strings that pull at family bonds? Imagine being handed a gold empire and trying to make it your own. Tony's story is not just about wealth, it's about grit, love, and the messy beauty of family dynamics. And as we dig deeper, we'll uncover how this immense fortune shapes not only their bank accounts, but also their hearts and futures. So stick around as we uncover the golden tale of Tony Beets. Before becoming the mining legend we know from Gold Rush, Tony Beets was a young man from the Netherlands seeking his place in the world. At just 18, he left everything familiar to chase a dream halfway across the globe. Can you imagine leaving your home and family to start anew in the harsh wilderness of the Yukon? Tony's early years were marked by odd jobs, milking cows, working construction, until he discovered his true calling in mining. The Klondike goldfields beckoned, and with little more than ambition, Tony headed straight for Dawson City. Harsh winters, unpredictable terrain, and an uncertain future didn't deter him. Starting as a machine operator, he mastered the skills of the trade, and soon realized that bigger risks were the key to bigger rewards. In the mid-1980s, Tony purchased his first gold claim, Paradise Hill. He didn't just buy land, he staked his future. From there, he expanded his empire, restoring massive dredges and securing valuable land claims, eventually becoming one of the most prosperous miners in the Klondike. His success is a testament to his belief that hard work and bold decisions can transform lives. But Tony's journey wasn't just about gold. It was also about thinking big, innovating, and making strategic investments. From reviving historic dredges to acquiring rich land claims, Tony saw opportunity where others saw obstacles. These moves weren't just calculated risks, they were visionary. His rise to fame, however, wasn't solely about mining. When Gold Rush approached Tony in the mid-2000s, his larger-than-life personality, fearless decisions, and unfiltered approach made him a perfect fit. The show didn't just showcase Tony's mining prowess, it shone a light on his family as well. Minnie, his rock, managed the business and home front, while his children joined the operation, navigating their roles under the public eye. Becoming TV famous brought its own set of challenges, turning the Beets family's personal struggles and triumphs into episodes for millions to see. Imagine having your family's highs and lows broadcast to the world. How would you handle it? Tony's story, from a small Dutch village to a Yukon gold empire, proves that with grit, courage, and a sharp eye for opportunity, you can change your destiny. But success doesn't come without sacrifice. The legacy Tony is leaving isn't just about the wealth he's amassed. It's about the family bonds tested and strengthened along the way. And as we dive deeper into Tony Beets' life, one question looms. What happens when a legend steps back from the fortune he built? Stay tuned for more on this extraordinary golden legacy. Growing up in the gold mining business comes with its own unique challenges, especially when your father is as iconic as Tony Beets. Kevin, Monica, and Mike Beets have each experienced this in their own way. Watching their dad's relentless work ethic is one thing, but stepping into the family business is an entirely different challenge. Kevin, often seen on Gold Rush working side by side with Tony, has had his fair share of on-screen moments. From operating heavy machinery to managing his father's fiery temper, Kevin has been a visible and integral part of the operation. Over time, his role has evolved from learning the ropes to stepping up as a leader, though the pressure of living up to Tony's reputation is immense. Adding to the challenge, every decision Kevin makes is broadcast to millions of viewers, heightening the scrutiny. Monica, on the other hand, is the family's independent spirit, a wild card who isn't afraid to challenge the status quo. While she's contributed significantly to the mining business, she also brings fresh perspectives and ideas, which could be vital to the operation's long-term success. However, carving out her own identity while navigating the weight of the Beets family legacy has not been easy. Balancing personal ambitions with familial expectations is a constant struggle. Then there's Mike, the quieter member of the trio, who is less prominent on the show, but just as involved behind the scenes. He's been steadily taking on more responsibility within the mining operation. Like his siblings, Mike faces the daunting task of not only meeting expectations, but surpassing them, all under the watchful eyes of both his family and the public. The Beets family's journey hasn't been all smooth sailing. While the show often highlights their grit and determination, it doesn't always capture the emotional toll of managing a family empire. Tony's relentless pursuit of success meant time away from home, creating challenges in maintaining family bonds. Fame, while opening doors and bringing financial opportunities, also magnifies every misstep, decision, and disagreement. The next generation stepping into leadership roles has brought both challenges and opportunities. Kevin is proving to be a steady hand, while Monica's boldness brings innovation. Mike's growing involvement adds another layer of strength to the operation. But fame and fortune come at a cost. The family constantly juggles the demands of a multi-million-dollar enterprise, public scrutiny, and the effort to keep their relationships intact. High-stakes moments, like Tony's legal troubles with unlicensed dredging or personal losses and disagreements, have tested the family's unity. Such incidents have forced the Beets to ask hard questions. What matters more, the business or the bond they share? Maintaining this balance is no easy feat, especially when fame shines a spotlight on every challenge. Despite the tensions and sacrifices, the Beets family shares moments of pride and connection. Tony's respect for his children as they shoulder more responsibility, the unwavering support of his wife Minnie, and their collective resilience in the face of adversity all showcase the strength of their family ties. As they continue navigating this unique journey, the Beets family embodies a story of hard work, perseverance, and the challenges of living up to a legacy. For Kevin, Monica, and Mike, stepping out of Tony's shadow to carve their own paths while honoring the family name will be the ultimate test of their mettle. You see a family that, despite their differences, shares a unified goal of preserving the dream they've worked so hard to achieve. Which leads to the big question: will Tony's legacy bring his family closer together or drive them apart in the years ahead? On one hand, their shared experiences and the solid foundation Tony has built could strengthen their bond, creating a resilient family unit capable of weathering any storm. On the other hand, the immense pressure of running a large-scale mining operation, coupled with inevitable differences in vision, could lead to fractures that are difficult to mend. What do you think? Can the Beets family find the same success in their relationships as they have in mining gold? Or will the weight of Tony's legacy prove to be more than they can handle? Deep down, we're all hoping for a happy ending, aren't we? Thanks for watching.